So now we have this problem over there with Russia and Ukraine, right? And you got people here in the United States, Ukrainians, protesting. So what are they implying? You telling us to stop the war? You know, those are your people out there. And if you worry about your own countrymen, you should go back over there and defend your countrymen. You expecting the United States over here to send our troops to go in harm's way and protect you while you're over here collecting resources from America and the United States, but you want us, the American people, to sacrifice our man and woman to protect your sovereignty over there. You know, why is it that everybody from every parts of the world, when they have a problem, they come to the United States and protest, you know, so the people from the Americas could do something about it? Why don't you get a backbone and defend your own country? You know, of course, America could supply you. We can supply anybody, but you know, learn how to fight your battles. Well, I don't think it's right that another nation should step in and lose their lives, and you're in another country or in their country, getting benefits, and you living okay while somebody else is losing their life, so you could have your freedom in another country, but you're not in Ukraine losing your life, right? There's Ukrainians that stood there. Most of the population stood there. I just heard that most of them are fleeing to Poland across the border, but some of them was given arms, right? I think it's like 10,000 arms were given away to civilians to protect themselves. Imagine civilians going against the army. You know what the army is going to do when they find out that civilians are armed and shooting the army? The army is just going to step in and shoot everybody in its place, you know? That's how it goes. You know, civilians should not interfere with military warfare. You know, it's just two different things between the army and civilians. They just don't mix. As I was a soldier and a civilian came up to me and shot me because he's protecting the land, that means that everybody in that land is out to get us. So there's gonna be a massacre. So, you know, I hope things get better over there, but I don't think it's right that American forces are over there sent by President Biden to do what? To stand there and what? What happens is some artillery round hits his soldier camp or something, and we had casualty soldiers, you know, American soldiers. Well, we're gonna declare war? He said we have no intention of going to war with Russia. So why are we sending our troops over there to do what? I just don't understand the intentions of our president sending our troops over there and putting them in harm's way. Because if they're not over there to fight or defend, what are they doing there anyway? What are they doing with convoys and, you know, military equipment and things like that? You want to assist Ukrainians, I think you just, you know, send them military arms and military aid, any medical supplies they need, but sending actual men and women out there in harm's way, you know, what is going to happen if we have American casualties? Are we going to really start a war with Russia? And, you know, Russia's saying that they got China and we got others. So we're gonna start a national war just because he wants a small part of the country, just because he didn't want Ukraine to join NATO, just because of that. You know, I don't know how these politicians get it. You know, to them, to me, it's all a game, because they go home, you know, after this and rest okay, but the people that suffer are the civilians in the country. Right, these people don't suffer. They create wars and things like that, but their children's don't go out wars. Their family members don't go out, put on a uniform, and go out to a foreign country or fight and spill blood. Right, because they do everything behind the cameras. The actual people that go, are the most vulnerable, like people the 9 to 5, the working class, or the poor, because most of these people that are in servers are the people that have nowhere else to go but the military. So they make a career there, but it's, you know, military life is not for everyone. You know, it's not the same. But I don't know. I just hope that PUTO, you know, I say the word, you know, it's a Latin word, you know, PUTO, somebody that causing trouble. So up he comes down and, you know, stops that, because, you know, you see what happened to Afghanistan. You know, I always say these big countries always start wars with countries that cannot defend themselves. It's always like that. No country that has arms to defend themselves, another country is gonna be willing to attack them, because they don't want a combat struggle. Just like they did to Saddam Hussein, right? They said he had, oh, this is what we did. We bombed them 5 days and 5 nights, and we turned that thing to a desert. That's the same thing that's gonna happen to Ukraine if they just don't, you know, cease fire, do something. But it's not gonna work out. So, you know, I just hope things come down and get better. But, you know, this country, all around the world, it's nothing but war. Every time, you know, you don't get a day of rest of anything. Everything is war, and fighting, you know. It's bad to say, but ever since the Europeans stepped up the line and came to the new worlds, they just created chaos. It's always been like that. Now it's always gonna be like that. You know, once they say, once you spill blood, it's never gonna stop, and it looks like it's continuing. You know, it looks like the world's never gonna have peace. Too much greed, too much power. Everybody wants to be part of history. They want to come out in the history books. So everybody's always doing something, right, to come out in the history books. But thing is that, you know, we got Ukrainians here in the United States protesting, and they worry about their families. You so worry about it, why don't you hop on a plane and pick up arms and defend your country? You know, don't ask for other people to defend something that's yours, that you're not gonna go nowhere. You're just gonna stay in this country in America and benefit from it while other people are dying. So don't give me that grief that you feel sorry, because if you felt sorry, you'd be on the plane shipped to your own country fighting for what is yours. So don't think of it, because, you know, every man that has something that belongs to them, they will think not twice to hop on a plane and defend their country. So you're in America to benefit from the benefits we have. I don't think you're ever gonna have no intention to going back to Ukraine. And with that, I let you go. You think about that.